Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Short throw to Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 27-yard line.
This one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the London first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defense. Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run. Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Black Knights, nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Well, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They'll take over. 1st down and
back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Black Knights, nothing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They set up the screen for Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
London.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good pick up there at 22.
For a Jaguar.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First and 10.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 39-yard line.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Carr sets up the screen to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Second and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football. Will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. If If he said, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack. We didn't even have a chance.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Carr now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, and a dump off here to Robinson.
Carr's pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Arrington Evans on the return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there.
first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Carr completes it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Smith catches left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First
And
down.
while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Evans on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agree with me. That's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter.
Second and 10.
Are you touched?
At the 21-yard line.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Evans has it left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
It's now second and 10 at the 25.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. Slant to Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
So I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Jacksonville.
Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Carr took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
That field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. So they finally get their 1st trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the 2nd half, to get there and not get it for the 1st time, tough. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The tackle made by Conman2727's.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
Black Knights.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. And they take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home.